Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you all are doing well. Today what I'm going to discuss with you is an order from the initial orders Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave to the Prophet ﷺ and along with him as the Ummah in the Quran. So after Surah Al-Alaq's verses, initially the verses that were revealed are said to be the first set of verses from Surah Mudathir. Surah Mudathir, the first 7 verses are a set of orders from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I'm just going to read those verses to you. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Ya ayyuhal mudaththir, O you wrapped up in a cloak. Kum fa'andir, kum, get up, arise and warn. Wa rabbaka fakabbir, and your Lord name, kabbir, magnify. Wa thiyabaka fatahir, and your clothes purify. Wa rudza fahjur, and stay away from all types of rudz. Rudz means impurities. Wala tamnun tastaksir, and do not confer a favor in order to get more, or do not give in order to get more in return. Wali rabbika fasabbir, and for your Lord's cause have patience. Okay, so these set of verses are the commandments to the Prophet ﷺ to start delivering the message now, giving dawah, warning people. Amongst these set of commandments, obviously the commandment to rise and warn, to cleanse your clothes and to stay away from all types of impurity, whether physical or spiritual or moral. And then the last 2 commandments, the commandment we're going to talk about is in verse number 6. وَلَا تَمْنُن تَسْتَكْثِرْ. I was blown away when I researched into this. وَلَا تَمْنُن تَسْتَكْثِرْ. Do not give more, or I've studied a lot. You find a lot of translations of this ayah. The most common translations in English you will find is, do not give a favor to get more in return. Okay? And there's a very rare translation where it says, do not be overwhelmed or weaken. Okay? That's a very weak translation. But the most strongest translations are, do not give more, or do not give a favor, or show kindness, or do not do something for someone, but the reason you're doing it to get more in return. Okay, this is a commandment from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and to us. Now, if you ponder upon it, the spiritual message in this ayah is basically, so many times we help people, we give favor, we show kindness, especially the rich, the powerful in our community. The only reason in our head to do that is that this person will be useful to me in future, or to build strong connections. And you're only doing that favor not just from the purity of your heart to help someone, but you're doing this extra kindness, extra favors just so you could get something out of that person. Okay? Another meaning of this translation also comes is, do not, boast a favor you've given in order to get more from someone. Let's say you've given a loan to someone, or you help someone out in a difficult situation, and now you want something back from this person, you want something in return, so you boast about it, the favor you had done to him in the past. Like, remember how I helped you then? Remember how much, you were stuck in a bad situation and I sorted you out? And, brother, so why you're doing this? Because now you're going to emotionally put him in that emotional situation so you can get what you need out of him. Okay, so this is such a moral commandment Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that you're going to be in a position of leadership, you're going to be in a position of doing politics, preaching, dawah. So don't, like how we know our world leaders, how even rabbis and priests in past, they gave favors to strong in community just so they could build strong connections, to build alliances, just so they know that, okay, I'll help him out today and I can get something. You already know what how you're going to use this person in the future. So the message for me to give you guys today is that somewhere we are wired this way in our community. It's known as a common thing, a common practice, that we will always show this extra mana, the Arabic word, the verb in Arabic that's used here. We show these extra kindness, they're giving extra favors to people, especially the powerful and the rich and wealthy in our society. Is only because we know that in the future we can get something out of this person, or we can build a connection. Okay, it's very rare that we help someone out from the pureness of our heart. So what Allah's trying to say is, it's not discouraging you to help, from you to stop helping people or to stop giving favors, but it's discouraging you, or it's forbidding you actually. So it's a commandment, so it's forbidding you not to use people or help people for self-interest. That's the core message in the surah. So don't give favors or don't help people out for self-interest. So only you're behind that favor, behind the help, you want something in return. Okay, have a deep look into this ayah, please, and it will blow your mind away. Okay, so that's, like I said, that's the first strong translation. The second strong translation is, do not boast about your favors upon those you have given them in order to take something or take more from them. Okay, so if you want to take the second meaning, is like, if you help people out, don't boast about it. God doesn't like that. Okay, don't keep reminding them, और जैसे उर्दू में कहते हैं सान ना जितलाओ उन पर, ठीक है? Like in the famous Islamic teaching that when you help someone from your right hand, your left hand shouldn't know. So that's amazing. I found in the Quran, and it's like a commandment of Allah. And how rarely do we talk about this? Okay, if we start following this commandment seriously, I mean, society will change. Jazakallah khair.